Welcome to Charleston Harbor Resort Marina in Charleston, South Carolina for the 26th running of Charleston Race Week. Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV. Last evening, competitors met for a skipper's meeting, a talk with Terry Hutchinson about the America's Cup, and for the first of many beach parties this regatta is famous for.
It's just nice to be able to visit with people, see people face to face, and party with them and get back to normal. Weather's been going to be great. It's a little bit lighter than usual for Charleston, but I think we're going to have 3 great days of racing. The race officials are on top of it to kind of be patient and make sure we have plenty of breeze for the race courses so they're good and solid. It's nice to be back.
First start of Charleston Race Week, day 1 is the Melges 24s, and we have a very strong wind against tide. All of the fleet very conservative on that start to make sure they weren't OCS. Crazy Train port tacking the fleet. Very impressive. J70's on the line next. Will anyone have the same guts as Brigitte Croak on Crazy Train? Buttonfly, bow number 50, starting the closest to the pin, which is has doubled in length for the size of this fleet. Bow 37, Terry Hutchinson from the Annapolis Yacht Club, port tacked in the middle of the line. Very, very gutsy. Third off the starting line, the RS-21 fleet. All piling up at the boat yet again. Who will take this pin end? The RS-21 sails with 3 people. Corey Sertle on the far side, one of the first boats to tack onto port. And Corey, so you're in the RS-21s. Tell me about that fleet and how it's set up here in Charleston.
So it's set up so that those of us who don't want to bring a boat down and do that kind of a program can just show up and go sailing with a bunch of friends and enjoy Charleston Race Week.
Yeah, what about Charleston Race Week brings you back? You've been here before?
I've sailed in a couple different types of boats and always wanted to come back and was going to come back in 2020 and for obvious reasons didn't, so just wanted to come back, sail with some friends, and enjoy seeing people again.
Melges 24s have gone around their top mark heading downwind. Jonathan Goldsberry from St. Francis Yacht Club on Gold Digger in the lead. Cool story, bro. John Brigden, St. Francis Yacht Club, another San Franciscan, handling this light air nicely, leading the J70s. Travis Weissleiter's Lucky Dog 858 from Bay Head, New Jersey, my old stomping grounds, taking over the lead. He also won Charleston Race Week last year, so that's no surprise. Lead change in the J70s, Michael Grau, Florian Thiolien, and Julius Grau from Germany, paint it black. In the new lead, right behind them on their heels is bow 55 Chris Werner with Quantum Pro Travis Odenbach aboard.
Yeah, so Quantum's been a sponsorship since I've been involved with Quantum here at Charleston Race Week, almost 7 years now. This is one of the most interesting venues to be at and one of the most beautiful venues in the country, I think. So it just makes sense for us to be involved. And we have a lot going on between the tent parties and the Pro-Am sailing regatta, and, Saturday night. And there's our service tent, which I'm running. There's just a ton of things to do, and everybody seems to want it and need it right now. I think I was at the service tent till 6 o'clock last night after getting in at 3, so definitely busy, but it's great. It's excellent.
And you have the coaching and the debriefs happening too?
Exactly. Every morning we have weather. Every afternoon we have debriefs for each class, and also kind of a debrief at the Jumbotron and taking on some of the good sailors of the day. So yeah, it's never ending right now, which is awesome.
The RS-21s find their way down through the middle of the J-70 fleet. Bow number 10, Corbin, Cragg, and Corfu from Royal Vancouver Yacht Club in the lead. Downtown historic Charleston is right where the Ashley and the Cooper River meet, which is right where our race course is as well. So the competitors are dealing with big shifts, but also big current lines, and the majority of the fleet favoring the right side of this course. Painted Black still in the lead, 55, very odd. Still in second, no changes here. Catching up with the Milge 24s, the first win goes to Travis Weiss later on Lucky Dog, but there's a lot more racing to come. Overtaking the lead by the Lured Mark, no one could catch up to Painted Black from Nordoster Regatta Viren in Germany. We've moved over to Circle 3 and a lot of OCSs as they struggle with this wind against tide. One of the Melgis 32s was trying to do a dip start. They're going to general recall. ORCD on Circle 3 is a mix of a GP26, FAR 30s, and Melgis 32s, and this start has a U flag up because the last start was so hairy. Was it clean? It was. They are the biggest boats out here on the inshore buoy racing course, but they all have similar ratings, so they'll come out in the end. Mike Beasley on the left-hand side here, hailing from Annapolis Yacht Club. And in the middle of the course, Patriot Sailing, with a great story about sailing with their fellow veterans.
The crew is mixed from San Diego, Dallas, Annapolis, and Miami. So we've all come together, some of them meeting for the first time this weekend, all veterans. And for some of these folks, it's the first Charleston Race Week. It's also, for one or two, the first real regatta. Sailing has so many parallels to military life. You train for one thing and you do 50 things on a boat. There's a chaos, there's healthy stress, but at the same time you have all the therapy of the sun, the waves, the camaraderie of the community, and it's a great entry point for people coming out of the service to meet their community, get engaged, do something every week physically, and enjoy the sport and the outdoors.
Melgis 32's around first. Bow 84 is John Durlack, Fearless from the Carolina Yacht Club. And just making it around the top with this very helpful current. Third around, a FAR 30, Kevin McNeil from the Annapolis Yacht Club. Bowman Sean Menninger up there getting the kite up. Melgis 32, Shambhala from the Davis Island Yacht Club down in Florida, trying to split from the herd to make up some ground. Down at the bottom, J105s are off the line next. Strong local fleet. First attack out, rum front from Carolina Yacht Club, Fricky Marchink. Lead change, 74, Thomas Luttrell's Guillotine has taken over the lead from 84 at the bottom. Third off the line on circle number 3, the J88s at 12 strong. Nice tight starting line for them. Individual, somebody's restarting, maybe at the pin end. I mentioned before buoy racing being different because there is distance racing. ORCA is coming in for their finish right off of Sullivan's Island. And Arrow, a J35, will be the first ones to finish. One race per day, so they'll be done. Pursuit B is rolling by next, which means they started inside out with the slowest boats first, and whoever crosses the line first will win and know that they are winning. This is Cheers, Tom Mackin. They have a commanding lead over the boat in second, a J130 from Charleston, Skepter. For this boat, it's all about sailing with friends. Wide load, a J111. Moving back over to course number 3, bow 33, Joe Highsmith on dead on arrival from Hilton Head. First J105 around. Closely behind them in second, bow 13, Miles Marchink. Skimmer. J88s are around their first top mark. Sims Whalen on Alchemy from the Peninsula Yacht Club in first. Dutch and Deviation around second and third respectively. William Purdy's Whirlwind from Huguenot Yacht Club in third. Spaceman Spiff close behind. The Rollmans, family boat. And on the J105s, dead on arrival had a weak jibe and got a wrap in their kite, which means that Green Kite Skimmer got around them. They have Tommy Harkin on board, who is usually the PRO for this event, has been for the last 15 years. This is his first time retired from that job and back into sailing. And the first J88, Alchemy, across the line with no contention. Well, that wraps up our coverage of the first day of Charleston Race Week. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to head into shore and enjoy those debriefs with Quantum and the party on the beach, sponsored by Gosling's Rum. Make sure to join us tomorrow for coverage from racetrack number 1. For T2P TV, I'm Ashley Love.